हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम है फजल। आप देख रहे हैं एमएफएस सिविल इंजीनियरिंग। टुडेस टॉपिक इज द सरफेस टेंशन। Surface tension can be defined as a tensile force which are acting on the surface of the liquids when the liquid surface is in contact with the air or on the surface of the liquids of a two immiscible fluids such that the liquid surface behave like a member under retention. The surface tension can be represented by the Greek alphabet called as a sigma, and in the mathematically the surface tension is written as a tensile force per unit length. The unit of the surface tension is a Newton per meter. The phenomena of a surface tension can be understood by this diagram. Consider a vessel which are filled with the liquids and the liquid surface is in contact with the air. Consider three molecules like A, B and C. Molecule A is completely submerged in the liquid. Molecule B is partially submerged with the liquid and partially open to the air. Molecule C which are available on the surface of the liquids. Now molecule A, in the case of the molecule A, the molecule A is surrounded with the other molecules of the same liquid. Since the force which are acting on the molecule A is called cohesive force, which are acting in all possible directions, since the net forces which are acting on the molecule A is 0. But in case of the molecule B, which are partially submerged with the liquid, there are two types of the forces which are acting on the molecule B. Is called the first is the cohesive force and second is the adhesive force. Adhesive force is a force which exists between the two molecules of a different substance. In this region, when the molecule B is exposed to the air, adhesive force is predominant in this region, and now in the other region, cohesive force is predominant. Cohesive force is always be greater than the adhesive forces, since the molecule B, which are partially submerged with the liquid, experience a tensile pull in a downward direction. Now, in case of the molecule C, which are on the surface of the liquid, is half covered with the molecule of the same substance, means the cohesive force, and half is the adhesive force. In this situation, cohesive force is more than the adhesive forces. Now the molecule C, which are available on the surface of the liquids, experience a tensile pull in a vertically downward direction. Similarly, all the molecules which are available on the surface of the liquids experience a tensile pull in a downward direction. That's why the molecules form a thin layer on the surface under the tension. This surface is called as a elastic membrane under the tension. Now let's see the expression for the surface tension on the liquid drop. Consider a spherical shape of the liquid of a drop or the drop of the waters. Of D is a diameter, R is a radius of a drop, and P is the internal pressure of a drop, and sigma is the surface tension of a drop. Now cut the drop into two equal parts for proper Now the force which are acting on the surface of the drops is the first is a pressure and second is a surface tension. Now the force which are acting on the one half of the drop due to a surface tension is given by the force is equal to, first is the force is equal to, due to a surface tension into parameter of the this half drop. Surface tension into parameter is a pi into diameter. Now second is a force acting due to a pressure. Since the pressure force is equal to pressure into area, pressure into area is a pi by 4, into diameter square. Now for the equilibrium condition, both the forces should be same, since the force due to a surface tension and equal to force due to a pressure. Surface tension force is equal to surface tension into pi into d is equal to pressure force is given by P into pi by 4 into diameter square. This is a small d, diameter square. Now pi get cancelled, one diameter get cancelled. Then surface tension is equal to pressure into diameter upon 4. This is the expression for the surface tension in case of the water. Now let's see the expression for the surface tension on the hollow bubbles. The expression for the hollow bubbles and the water droplet is same, but there is only one changes. Consider this is a spherical bubble of a dia, d, r is the radius, p is the internal pressure, and sigma is a surface tension. Now in this case, when we cut the bubbles in a two equal half part, the bubbles nearly appear like this. In this situation, the bubbles have a two surfaces. Now the force due to a surface tension is become equal to 2 times, because there is a two surface, one is a inside and second is a outside. 2 into surface tension into parameter is pi into diameter. And now second, the internal pressure which are acting on this hollow bubble, the pressure force is equal to pressure into area of this bubble, like pi by 4 into diameter square. This is a small diameter. Now for the equilibrium, two forces should be the same. In this situation, 2 times sigma into pi into d is equal to p into pi by 4 into small diameter. Diameter get cancelled, pi get cancelled. Since sigma means surface tension is equal to P pressure into diameter divided by 4 to the 8. For the surface tension on the liquid jet, consider a liquid jet. This is a liquid jet of a length L and width or the diameter as a d. Now cut the liquid jet into two equal parts for the proper notation of the forces which are acting on this liquid jet is a pressure, and then similar, this is a surface tension. Now the force which are acting due to a surface tension is given by the force is equal to surface tension into parameter surface tension into parameter is equal to 2 times the length of the jet, force due to a surface tension. Now second force is a force due to a pressure, means pressure force is equal to pressure into area of the jet. In this situation, P into area is equal to length into diameter. Now for the equilibrium condition, both the forces should be the same, since force due to a surface tension is equal to force due to a pressure. Force due to a surface tension is equal to surface tension into 2 times the length, and the force due to a pressure is equal to pressure into length into diameter. Now the surface tension, now L get cancelled, surface tension is equal to P into D divided by 2. This is the expression for the surface tension in case of the liquid. Now capillarity can be defined as the phenomena of rise of the liquid and the fall of liquid inside the small tube. when this small tube is held vertically in a liquid. The rise of the liquid in the small tube is called as a capillary rise, and similarly the fall of a liquid in a small tube is called as a capillary fall. The capillarity depends on the various points like diameter of the dia of tube, second is the surface tension of a liquid, and third is a specific weight of liquid. This rise of the liquid and the fall of the liquid is measured in mm or in centimeter. Let's see the expression for the capillary rises in the tube. Consider a vessel which is filled with the liquid and a small tube which are open at both the end, held vertically in the liquid. Now h is the height of the liquid inside the capillary, and theta is the angle of contact between the meniscus and the capillary tube. Now weight of the liquid inside the capillary is given by weight is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. Mass can be written as the density into volume into acceleration due to gravity. Volume is area of the tube multiplied by height. This gives the volume, density into acceleration due to gravity. Area of the tube is pi by 4 into diameter square into h rho g. This is the weight of the liquid inside the tube. Now this weight of the fluid which are acting downward direction is balanced by the surface tension. Now resolve the surface tension in the vertical and the horizontal member. Horizontal member is a surface tension sin theta and vertical is a cos theta. Now the value of the surface tension in the vertical direction is balanced by the weight. Now the surface tension force in a vertical direction is equal to surface tension into cos of theta into parameter of the meniscus. Now surface tension cos theta into parameter is a pi into diameter, small d. Now for the equilibrium condition, both the forces should be equal, since weight of the liquid should be equal to the surface tension in the vertical direction. Now weight of the fluid is equal to pi by 4 into diameter square into h rho g is equal to surface tensile force means surface tension cos of theta into pi into d. Now pi get cancelled, small d and the square get cancelled. Now we have to find the capillary rise, since h is equal to sigma cos of theta divided by 4 here get multiply. Now h rho h diameter into rho into g. This is the expression for the capillary rise in the tube. Now let's see the expression for the capillary fall. Consider a vessel which is filled with the liquid and the small tube which are open at both the end are held vertically in the liquid. Now h is the height of a capillary fall, theta is the angle of the contact, and sigma is the surface tension. Now when the capillary fall is to take place, there is a force which acting vertically upward is called as a hydrostatic pressure. Consider d is the diameter of the tube. Now the hydrostatic pressure which are acting at the bottom of the meniscus, hydrostatic force is equal to pressure into area. Pressure into area is a pi by 4 into diameter square. Now pressure is equal to, we know that rho into g h pi by 4 into diameter square. This is the hydrostatic force. Now the force, hydrostatic force which are acting upward direction is balanced by the surface tension. Now resolve the surface tension into the horizontal and the vertical component. Vertical component is the surface tension cos of theta which act downward direction, and the surface tension sin theta which act in a horizontal direction. Now the hydrostatic pressure which are acting vertically upward direction is balanced by the vertical component of the surface tension. Now the force due to a surface tension is equal to surface tension means surface tension cos theta into perimeter of meniscus. Now the surface tension cos theta, perimeter is a pi into d. For the equilibrium condition, both the hydrostatic pressure force and the surface tension force should be equal. Hydrostatic should be equal to the surface tension. Now equating both the values, rho g h into pi by 4 into diameter square, hydrostatic force is equal to surface tension is a sigma cos of theta into pi into diameter. Pi get cancelled, diameter and the square get cancelled. Since we have to find the height, capillary fall, height is equal to, here 4 get multiplied, 4 into sigma cos of theta divided by rho into g into diameter. This is the expression for the capillary fall in a tube when the tube is submerged held vertically in the. Now vapor pressure and cavitation. First of all, let's understand what is vaporization. The changes takes place from a liquid state to the gaseous state is called as a vaporization. Vaporization generally occurs due to a continuous loose escape of a molecule from the liquid surface. Now let's understand a vapor pressure with the help of this diagram. Consider a closed vessels partially filled with the liquid. Consider a liquid is a water at a normal temperature. Now increase the temperature of the vessel by the external source at a temperature of about 100 degrees Celsius. Now at this temperature, the liquid or the water inside the vessel start boiled and the liquid get converted into the vapor, and this vapor is get accumulated at the top of the vessel. This accumulated vapor exert a pressure on the surface of the water. This pressure is called as the vapor pressure. Basically, vapor pressure is the pressure at which the liquid is get converted into the vapor. Cavitation. Consider a liquid flowing in a system. If any points in this flowing system, if the pressure of a fluid is become less than or equal to the vapor pressure, then the vaporization take place. Consider this is the region where the fluid pressure is become equal or less than the vapor pressure. In this region, the vaporization take place and the liquid get converted into the bubble. These bubbles travel with the liquid from a low pressure to the high pressure zone. When the bubbles reaches to the high pressure zone, the bubbles get collapsed and it create a high impact pressure on the sides of the system. This high impact pressure erode the surface of the system and also form of cavities. This phenomena is called as the cavitation.